If you're an animator, you're definitely familiar with this guy. This is Richard Williams, one of the most well-known names in animation history. He wrote this book, The Animator's Survival Kit. This is the book that every industry animator will point you to if you want to learn animation. But for Australian animators, there's another book that should be just as important. This is Australian Animation and International History, written by animators and lecturers Dan and Eleanor's Torrey. American animation history is fairly well known around the world, but even in its own home country, Australian animation history isn't as well known as it should be. Sure, people are familiar with Brisbane-based Bluey and Sydney-based Glitch Productions, and with a quick Google, you can find names like Yoran, the creator of the animated take of Blinky, Bill and more, Harry Julius, the man credited as the first Australian animator, even if he wasn't, or Pat Sullivan, the creator of Felix the Cat, except he's not, but he might be, but it's complicated. But if you were to question an Aussie cartoon fan's knowledge in animation history, they would likely be more knowledgeable of the US or Japan's than their own country. But it doesn't need to be that way. If you're Australian or are just interested in Australian animation, I highly recommend picking up this book any chance you get. It covers the history of Australian animation through an international lens. But in saying all that, this book is very expensive. The Kindle for this alone is $129 AUD, which is such a shame because as someone who struggles to get through novels, I can't put this down. So in light of this, I want to make more videos touching into Australian animation, both its history and its present, so the topic is more accessible. If you have any topics in Australian animation you'd like for me to cover, mention them in the comments below, and if there's enough interest, I'll make a video on it. Aussie animation deserves to be celebrated. Don't you agree?